Participation in professional development programs to improve knowledge of evidence-based reading intervention.
Think of professional development as a reflective engagement in one's own career. When we reflect as educators, we think of ways we can enhance our critical thinking skills, gain new knowledge of the subject matter, and explore new learning tools. Teachers can find new strategies to increase student achievement. In other words, teachers are responsible for creating a friendlier learning environment. There are many teacher resources available to find new ideas, and each provide methods to enhance classroom strategies. Some of these resources are free, some are grant-funded, and some of the resources cost money. Whichever resource we choose to use in our professional development journey, the outcome should be the same. As educators, we must strive to find the most relevant and effective materials to use in our classrooms that aid in student success.
Margaret had a good first year in the classroom, but her second year has not been going as well. The variety of her students' needs has been challenging, and what works one day does not work the next. She knows the school and district expect that all children in her room to read at a third grade level by the end of the year, but she is concerned that her students won't measure up. She decides to share her concerns at the grade level meeting and learns she is not alone. By meeting's end, her colleagues commit to formulating a plan and process for support with implementation and follow-up. Professional development can be as formal as a year-long plan driven by the school district and underwritten by state or federal grant monies, or as informal as Margaret's approach, reaching out for ongoing support and assistance in an effort to collaboratively resolve issues and promote deeper learning. Regardless of the source of the plan, the constant is the overarching commitment to learning and improvement. Ongoing professional development enhances both personal and company growth, and when tied to the field of education, ensures best practices are being examined and implemented so teachers and students excel. The topics explored are as diverse as the teachers, students, and schools, but clearly a teacher who subscribes to the process strengthens the ability to reach students and make a difference. Contemporary pedagogical conversations and focused study should not be confined to the time during which a teacher earns a formal degree and professional licensure. Educational theory is progressive, reflecting the age in which we live, and educators must remain abreast of trends, standards, and external factors affecting student learning. In doing so, students are provided the best and most consistent potential for success. Neither learning nor teaching can be done in a vacuum or behind closed classroom doors. New skills and theories are best researched, discussed, tested, and reworked through a defined small or large group focus. Teachers feel valued, and positive change happens for both the classroom educators and their students. Networks of working professionals support one another, and once connected in that way, they know the value of the connection and utilize it again and again. So much time is spent in digital analysis in today's society. It is essential to recognize the time devoted to professional development is as important, if not more important, than the examination of data.
Reading difficulties usually begin as early as kindergarten. Children who have not mastered reading skills by third grade will continue to fall behind their peers and probably never catch up without the right interventions. Reading interventions are activities and strategies that help struggling readers develop their ability to read. Struggling readers can be students who are not able to decode or break up words into syllables. Through decoding, students sound out unfamiliar words they encounter while reading. On the other hand, you may have a reader who can decode but cannot comprehend what they're reading. It's also possible to have a reader who can comprehend and decode but whose oral reading is poor. The reader may read orally very slowly, mispronounce many of the words, or read in monotone without expression. This type of reader has problems with fluency. In both cases, the use of reading intervention programs, strategies, and activities will help get your students on track. Several reading programs are available to help support your struggling readers. Two such programs include Read 180 and Corrective Reading. Read 180 is a research-based program that teachers use for reading intervention. The program is available to students beginning in third grade and uses a four-part model for instruction that includes whole group, small group, computer-assisted instruction, and independent reading. In this program, your whole group of students spends about 10 minutes with you, engaged in activities like watching video clips about a story they will be reading, or completing activities that will support their ability to read. After this whole group interaction, students spend about 20 minutes in each of the other areas. Corrective reading is usually used for older, struggling readers who have not developed good reading skills by the time they reach middle grades. Many teachers like this program because it's scripted. It tells them what to say and when to say it. For example, you would tell your students to point to a word. You would say the word and ask your students to repeat it. The program includes instruction in word recognition, decoding, oral reading, fluency, and reading comprehension.